Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 1st. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So all you have to do is show up, and I will be here, Cancer. But Cancer, this looks amazing already. Pisces had an amazing reading. You already have an amazing reading here. Look at this. This is amazing. I like this a lot for you here, Cancer. So let's see what we have going on for you. The weird thing is Pisces also had the Ace of Pentacles as their center card. And so that's pretty interesting. And you have this Milk and Honey card here as well. So this is amazing. I'm going to clarify this, by the way, at the end with the Lenormand card, so make sure to stick around for that. But in your first row here, you have this Solitude card. This card is just a card of like being in solitude, obviously, being in a position where you're just kind of like taking some time for yourself. Pretty much all signs have been getting like this card. There's like other cards, like there's like take a time out, and there's all these other cards that kind of just represent withdrawing or taking some time to like heal yourself, or taking some resting, relaxing, recovering time. So I just feel like a lot of people could be doing that. In this row here, you have the Nine of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Six of Cups. So definitely a lot of abundance showing up here. And you also have the Ace of Pentacles, again, as your center card. So I feel like there could be a lot of abundance in general coming in for you here. I feel like some of you could be going from like winter to spring. I always say the Empress is like going from winter to spring. It represents kind of springtime. So I feel like for some of you, it's like you're coming out of the cold here. I feel like you're very attractive at this time as well with that Empress card. So if you're like looking for love, I would definitely be getting out there with that Empress card. You have the Ten of Cups here as well, which also could represent dating. I feel like a very independent energy here, of course, with that Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like some of you could just be kind of like being independent, being on your own, doing your own thing kind of as well. This is also coming up in your past position. So some of you could have been single and you could have been in solitude. The Six of Cups can represent, again, thinking about the past. So some of you could be thinking, you could have been thinking about someone from the past. Really, I feel like you're moving on here, because in this row here, it's like you have the Six of Cups, you have the Ace of Pentacles, which, as I said, to Pisces is the path to marriage, and you have the Six of Swords, which is like moving on. So I feel like you're moving on to something. Your archetype for the week, by the way, is this the Desert card, and that's kind of standing out to me in love. We're going to talk more about that at the end, but I feel like for some of you, it's like you could have been in a relationship where it was basically like the desert. Maybe the person didn't have any water to give, or just energy at all, any love to give. So I feel like some of you could have been in a situation like that. In your next row here, you have the Turkey Spirit. Definitely tons of abundance coming in for you. This card says give with gratitude and grace, but the Turkey Spirit to me is a card of abundance and success, and like definitely a card of a harvest as well. And next in this row, you have the Moon, the Ace of Pentacles, and you also have the Ten of Cups as well. This is like fortune after difficulty. So I feel like for a lot of you, there could be a lot of success coming in for you. I do feel like this could be a Pisces coming in for you as well in love. So if you're looking for love, I do feel like this could be a Pisces that's coming in for you with this Moon card. Could be any sign. This is just a general reading, but I feel like it could be a Pisces for sure. The Ace of Pentacles is like some sort of offer. And Ten of Cups to me is a card of dating. So I feel like some of you could be dating someone new, or you could just be dating in general. For others of you, I feel like this is kind of just a celebration. This is pretty simple to me. The Moon is a path. It is a journey. And it's like there are these two pillars here, right? With the path going down the middle. The two pillars represent things that can get you off your journey. They can represent fears and worries and doubts and things like that will take you off your journey. So I feel like some of you have continued on your journey. Again, you have this Ace of Pentacles, which is the end of the journey. The Ace of Pentacles is the end of this path that runs throughout the major arcana in the tarot, and it's like the Garden of Eden. So I feel like some of you are just like stepping into fortune after difficulty, Ten of Cups, plain and simple. So like I said, I feel like this middle row is just fortune after difficulty. In your last row here, you have the Milk and Honey card. This is just a card of like celebrations, happiness, having everything you need, card of abundance and like good things coming in for you. So love it, Cancer. You also have the Six of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. This is like your only challenging row here. It's like, I feel like things are going well for you with that milk and with all this and this Milk and Honey card. But the Six of Swords is like moving on to calmer shores. So I feel like some of you are moving away from difficulties and challenges. But I do feel like some of you could be like stuck to the past here. with the Eight of Swords and that Two of Pentacles. The Eight of Swords is like a card of self-imposed restriction, and it kind of says you need to set yourself free. So I feel like a lot of you need to set yourself free with that Eight of Swords. The Two of Pentacles is like needing to pick a new path. Two of Pentacles can be juggling, not being sure what path to pick, not being sure what to do, but it is a card of moving on. There are ships on the background here, in the background on this card, and it can represent moving on from something. So I feel like some of you do need to kind of like let something go. Again, we're going to clarify this in just a minute. And finally, your archetype for the week is the Desert. This card can represent, again, for some reason, I feel like it's representing people in your life who have nothing to give. So I feel like in a lot of ways, you are moving away from people in your life who have nothing to give, who just take, and don't provide anything for you. So that's kind of like what I feel here with this archetype card. But let's clarify this and get some more clarity on what's going on for you here, Cancer, with these cards. So Cancer, between this Nine of Pentacles in this moon, you have the house. Crazy, because Pisces had the house in the exact same position as well. So the house represents safety, security, comfort, protection, all the feelings of the home. So I feel like for a lot of you that this is just talking about being home, like I said, being in solitude. So I feel like a lot of you just, coronavirus. Next, between this Empress and this Ace of Pentacles, you have the Stork. This is the Queen of Hearts in the playing card reading system. So I feel like for a lot of you, this could be love coming in for you, of course. This is like a very kind, caring, nurturing energy. You also have the King of Hearts and the Queen of Hearts. This is like a perfect match in love. So I feel like for some of you, there could be a perfect match coming in love here. On top of that, this could also represent children. You have the Empress, which can represent children. You have the Six of Cups as well, which also represents innocence in children. And you have the Stork here, which could represent a baby. So if you are trying to get pregnant, it could represent a baby. Obviously, if you're not trying to get pregnant, that message is not for you. This is a general reading. Next, between the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups, you have the Moon card here. The moon in the Lenormand is much different than the moon in the tarot. The moon in the Lenormand is like a gift from the universe, and it can also represent needing to manifest something here on Earth. The moon in the tarot represents like something that is a fantasy, that is an illusion, and it represents like needing to face your fears to manifest something, kind of. The moon in the Lenormand just represents needing to manifest. So I feel like you just need to manifest something in your life. It could be love here with these two cards. Next, between the moon and the Six of Swords, you have the Coffin. I think Pisces had you should definitely watch the Pisces reading, by the way. Cancer, if you're dating a Pisces or if you have Pisces in your chart, I would definitely watch the Pisces reading. You have the Nine of Diamonds here, the Coffin. This represents letting something die. Basically, the Nine of Diamonds, the coffin here, says that your external world has changed, and like I said to Pisces, but your internal world maybe is the same. The coffin door is always closed on the coffin here in the Lenormand, and it says you need to open that door. You need to have a death. You need to let something go, so that you can have something great. So I feel like some of you are going through a transformation. And again, you go from the moon to the Six of Swords. It's like you're moving on to calmer shores. So definitely a transformation. Next, between the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, you have this. This is called the Bear, and this is the Ten of Clubs in the playing card reading system. This card represents great progress. I actually like the Bear quite a bit. To me, it represents making huge leaps forward in success, becoming very successful. So I feel like there could be a lot of success coming in. This is also a card of learning as well. So any of you who are learning, or any of you who are going through a learning process, this can represent learning. And for others, it can represent burdens. It can represent doing something hard, but it's a card of abundance. So like I said, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, working very hard with the Two of Pentacles. It's a card of hard work. So I feel like some of you could just be working very hard, but the Two Pentacle cards would say you're getting paid for it. So love it. And finally, between the Ten of Cups here and the Eight of Swords, you have the Child. So I feel like definitely some of you could be either having a child or you could be having children. I do feel like some of you could be maybe having some difficulties with children here with that Eight of Swords, because it's coming up here. This could be like problems with child support. It could be just child problems, things like that. So I do feel like some of you could be going through some obstacles, but I feel like things will turn around. Again, you have the Ten of Cups, which is like happy home, happy family card here for you, Cancer. So very interesting. I wanted to pull an outcome. You have the King of Diamonds, the fish, this is called, as your outcome. This card represents a soulmate, number one. So Some of you could be finding love here with this card. For others, it could just be like financial success coming in for you. Yeah, you have the star as well. The star is a 6 of hearts in the playing card reading system, and it kind of just represents a turnaround or improvements. So in a lot of ways, Cancer, I feel like your reading is just talking about improvements. I feel like you need to realize that things have changed. I said the same thing to Pisces. It's like Pisces had the coffin, and they didn't have the Eight of Swords, but they had other cards that kind of represented maybe like imposter syndrome or feeling like you're not good enough. This Eight of Swords is kind of like not realizing that things have changed. This Nine of Diamonds here, this coffin card, says things have changed in your life and you need to realize it, because if you don't realize it, you'll just stay stuck in the coffin. So I feel like some of you need to like move on from the past, and I feel like you need to like I said to Pisces, I feel like you need to change your story here with these cards. It's like the second you realize that things are different, that the second you realize things are better, things will get better. So that's what I would say to you here, Cancer, but it looks really good. So thank you for watching, Cancer, and definitely enjoy your week.